Hello and welcome. You tune into Market Fatafat, where we take you through all the stocks that are buzzing away in trade, either on the back of news flow or on the back of technicals. But first up, let's take stock of how the markets are shaping up. Well, right now, Nifty is absolutely flat, not doing anything. There's no action in the market. In fact, Nifty Bank, both are absolutely flat right now. If you look at Nifty Bank also, it broke below its key levels and it is trading absolutely flat since then. There has been no recovery on Nifty Bank or Nifty, both of them. If you look at the broader markets, then broader markets also, mid caps are underperforming. They are underperforming with cuts of 0.3%. Nifty small caps, though in the green, is absolutely flat. So absolutely no direction, no action happening in the market whatsoever. Sectorally, if you look at it, Nifty Auto is continuing its a bit of a momentum coming from yesterday. It is trading in the green with gains of 0.7%. M&M continues to surge. Since yesterday, there have been good bullish brokerage notes coming in on M&M for the last 2 days. So M&M is in focus today in the last 2 days. It's trading with gains of 2.8%. FMCG also continues its momentum. In fact, yesterday we saw the defensive stake charge of an otherwise really somber market yesterday. FMCG was one of the players, and today also it is holding on to gains of 0.5%. So largely this is how the market is shaping up. Not much of an action coming in today. But let's get on board then Nilesh Jain, who is the head of derivatives and technical research, Centrum Broking, who's joining us on the technicals, and from our research team, we're joined by Ravinder. Hi, good afternoon to both of you. Thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us. Let's get started with all the stocks that are buzzing in trade. Then first up is Zomato, that's in focus today on the back of a bullish brokerage note coming in by Bernstein. It is in fact the top pick. They're maintaining an outperform rating on it, and with a target price of 310 rupees, which is an upside of 35% on Zomato. On the back of that, Zomato is a buzz. It has given up those morning gains, but nonetheless trading with gains of 1.6%. They expect Zomato to continue to build on the quick commerce leadership. They also feel that, a Blinkit has led the dark store expansion, guiding a 2x increase in the stores by December 2025. And also the Instamart has announced its plans to expand its QC to 80 plus cities, which is a big positive coming in for Zomato. Rising competitive intensity has led to push out the break-even targets for Blinkit, and that will take place by 12 to 18 months. They also expect Blinkit to remain the leader, driven by early mover advantage and strong execution by Zomato. They also feel that Zomato investors should take some time to adjust to this new normal of QC losses, but they are bullish on Zomato's performance. It remains their top pick, and they have maintained an upside target of a good 35% from here on, which is a target price of 310 rupees on Zomato. Big bullish brokerage note is aiding Zomato in trade today. But let's move on from Zomato to Nilesh. You picked up Colgate Palmolive. Now, a lot of analysts are picking up Colgate Palmolive from the FMCG pack, from the large cap names. Tell us on the charts, what do you see for Colgate Palmolive?
After a sharp correction across all FMCG space, Colgate Palmolive in fact it seems like has formed a good base formation near about 2450 to 2500 zone. So from current level, looking at the momentum indicators and oscillators where we are seeing a buy crossover, so we are expecting a pullback to continue towards 2580, 2620 on the upside. So with a stop loss below 2475, that's the today's low. One can go long in this particular counter. Today we have also witnessed good build up on the long side as well and good rollover data as well. So FMCG space, it looks like it's poised for a good pullback. So Colgate Palmolive can also be played as a part of a pullback move.
All right, Colgate Palmolive in focus on the charts today. But coming to you, another name that's doing pretty well for itself, and that's Biocon. It's given up those morning gains, but nonetheless trading with gains of more than 0.5%. Ravinder, tell us what's the news flow here?
Well, Biocon is in focus, where Biocon Biologics, a fully integrated global biosimilar company and a subsidiary of Biocon Limited, announced that Yes Intake is now available to patients in United States and is one of the first Stelara biosimilar market entrants in the country. And Yes Intake is approved for the treatment of Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis and plaque psoriasis and psoriatic arthritis. Increasing patient access to more efficient treatment option for use in the treatment of common chronic, and the stock is up by almost 1%.
Absolutely, that's Biocon on the back of that news flow. But coming to you now on the technicals, Nilesh, if you tell Ashok Leyland for us. Now, Ashok Leyland has given some really stellar returns in the last 1 month itself. It has started moving up. 15% upside is what it has given in the last 1 month. Will this positive momentum continue going forward?
So if you look at within auto space, this has been one of the outperforming counter in the recent time, and we expect this momentum to continue given the kind of a setup that we are witnessing in this particular stock. In spite of weakness in the market earlier, this particular counter has shown some strength. Today as well, it looks like it is giving a good breakout on the chart. So for a follow-up move towards 232, 235, this particular counter can be played with a stop loss below 223. So Ashok Leyland within auto space looks positive.
In fact, it is definitely one of the outperformers in an otherwise somber market, Ashok Leyland, and more upside left to that. But on that note, it's time for a quick break. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we're getting you some more stocks. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're tuned into Market Fatafat, where we are taking you through all the stocks that are buzzing away in trade. And well, one such buzzer is Bharti Airtel. In fact, the stock was up 3%, but it has cooled off from those highs. Nonetheless, trading with gains of 2.4% right now. And it is in the back of the news flow that Bharti Airtel is set to merge its DTH business, the Airtel Digital TV, with Tata Play in a share swap deal. Now, the Airtel will hold a majority stake of 52 to 55%, while Tata Play's shareholding, including Tata Sons and Walt Disney, will keep the 45 to 48% stake. The deal is expected to help Airtel to grow its broadband and its entertainment business by bundling the telecom, broadband and DTH services. Now, the news of this merger comes amid the Reliance and the Disney Star India Viacom 18 deal, forming with JioStar, which is India's largest media company. If the merger goes through, it will also be India's biggest DTH sector since Dish TV's merger with Viacom D2H in 2016. Now, Airtel Digital TV, housed under Bharti Telemedia, will gain access to Tata Play's 19 million homes and 500,000 broadband customers. The deal values both the operations at rupees 6,000 and 7,000 crores each. Now, Goldman Sachs has also come out with a note on telecom, maintaining a buy call on Bharti Airtel with a target price of 1,080 rupees. On the back of that, Bharti Airtel is buzzing away in trade. Now, moving on then, Bajaj Finance is another name that is on the radar for you, Nilesh, at least. Tell us, what are you seeing on the charts for this particular counter? I mean, Bajaj Finance has given some really good returns, this has also been an outperformer in this market. Tell us from here on, does the upside continue?
Absolutely. So, to see Bajaj Finance, in fact, Bajaj Finserv as well, both Bajaj Finance are showing strength. And in last few trading sessions, in last couple of weeks, I would say this particular counter has been one of the outperformers in the market. Despite of the correction that we saw, this stock has in fact witnessed an outperformance. So overall, technical setup looks like it is on the verge of a breakout from a symmetrical triangle formation. Good build up on the long side can be seen. Good volume participation with a good breakout today. So these are the confirmation that stock is likely to move towards 8600 to 8750 on the upside. So with a stop loss below 8360, this particular counter can be bought at current level, can also be added on declines as well. Position target comes somewhere around 10,000, but purely from a short-term point of view, our target comes around 8650 to 8800.
All right, so that's the target price for Bajaj Finance. But coming to you, Ravinder, Coal India is not doing very well today in today's trading session. Tell us, there's a note, I believe, by JP Morgan. Tell us, what does the note say, and what is the target price for this?
Well, JP Morgan has come out with a note on Coal India, where they have maintained their neutral rating on Coal India, but they have cut the target price to 395 from 430. They say that there are the multiple challenges to companies' earning growth, and the international thermal coal price is softening due to oversupply, along with weak power demand in India since August 2024, and has resulted in muted production growth and higher than average Indian inventory level. Additionally, JP Morgan says that the sharp rise in coal dispatch from captive mines has led to a loss in market share, and the stock is down by over 1% in today's trading session.
All right, so that's the word coming in for Coal India. But coming to you, Nilesh, yet another name from the FMCG basket, a large cap name that you picked out for us, Nestle India. Tell us, what are you seeing on the charts for this one? Now, this counter hasn't really done much, in the last 6 months. Last 1 month has, though, picked up a little bit. But tell us, what do you see on the charts for this one?
Right. So as mentioned earlier, we are little bullish on FMCG basket as a whole. So Nestle India is also showing a strong rebound from the lower levels. We have seen a lot of consolidation. The stock has been one of the underperformers within this basket, but looks like it is likely to give a strong rebound or a strong pullback. You can say towards the levels of 2300 to 2350. So purely from a pullback perspective, it looks attractive at current levels given the kind of risk and reward which is also looking favorable. So with a stop loss below 2190, Nestle India can be added for up the target of 2320 to 2370.
All right, so that's the word coming in for Nestle. Pullback looks attractive right now. On the back of that, Nestle is in focus. But another stock that's in focus today is Interglobe Aviation. Now, Goldman Sachs has come out with a note. They're maintaining a buy on this particular counter with a target price of 5,050 rupees per share. It has given up those morning gains. It has, in fact, it's trading at the lowest point of the day right now, with cuts of 2.2%. But Goldman Sachs says that the January Feb PLFs are between 90 to 93% versus last year's quarter four of 87%. The QTD domestic traffic is already up 13% on a year-on-year basis. The yield for January, February are also up 5% on a year-on-year basis. And the domestic passenger growth is likely to be around 20% on the QTD basis, which augurs well for Interglobe Aviation. Also, the capacity expansion should not be constrained over the medium to long term. And on the back of that, they're maintaining a buy call on Interglobe Aviation, or Indigo, if you will. But the stock has given up those morning gains. It's currently trading at the day's lowest point with cuts of 2.2% right now. But moving on then, Texmaco Rail is another counter that is in focus today. Ravinder, tell us what is the news flow here?
Well, Texmaco Rail Engineering Limited, India's leading rail solution provider, has signed a MOU with Nevomo, a Polish tech firm specializing in mag-rail technology and linear propulsion system. And this partnership aims to revolutionize rail infrastructure with high-speed rail, AI-powered diagnostic self-propelled wagons, and driverless freight trains in India and globally. And by combining Texmaco manufacturing expertise with Nevomo advanced technology, the collaboration seeks to enhance rail efficiency, expand capacity, and modernize railway, port, mining, and logistics system. This aligns the India's vision to lead into next generation transportation and support the Make in India initiative.
All right, so that's Texmaco Rail, currently trading very, very flat, though in the green. But coming to you, Nilesh, another stock that you picked out is DLF. Now, DLF also has been, even DLF is one of the names that has done quite well for itself. But in the last 6 months, it has been in a corrective phase. Tell us from here on, do you see the stock moving up now?
The markets looks like most are volatile, so we are getting both types of moves. So DLF is on the other hand looking weak, and we have picked up on the short side. So overall, realty pack as a whole, if you look at Nifty Realty Index chart, which is looking slightly on a weaker side. So DLF is also constantly forming a lower top and lower top formation. Looks like it is heading towards 645 to 640 on the lower side. So any pullback that might get sold into. So with a stop loss of 678, DLF is a stop.
All right, with that, we are out of all the stocks for today that are in focus. So Nilesh and Ravinder, thank you so much for taking the time and joining us today. But with that, it's time for us to slip into a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more.